let's get started with the text.
That's here. So how the chapter goes, actually we have just come to know that Pranjal and Rajveer, they both are traveling and they are in train, okay? And the chapter gets started with this one only. They are in train, and a person, a vendor comes and he shouts,
Chai garam, garam chai. A vendor called out in a high-pitched voice. This is a scene almost at every railway station in
You can
India.
relate
isn't
with it.
Absolutely.
If you are ever in train, you may have recalled this thing, chai garam, chai garam. Yes.
Yes, and a vendor called out in a high-pitched voice. This is the vendor, and he came up to their window and asked, "Chai sab?"
Yeah. Give us 2 cups, he
Pranjal
said.
said.
They sip this steaming hot liquid. Steaming hot liquid. See, the thing that you
Makes
can
you
feel
tempted.
somewhere that it was hot and you are sipping it. Almost everyone in their compartment was drinking tea too.
Do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? I didn't know that before reading here, right? So yes, Rajveer said.
It's a great
"Phew."
number.
Yes, it is.
80
Exclaimed
crore.
Pranjal. Even Pranjal was surprised to hear this.
And Rajveer was giving this information because he was overexcited.
Right.
He had collected all the information of Assam, and that's why
Absolutely.
he had collected this information as well, that how many cups of tea is consumed every day.
Now Pranjal is already from Assam, but the
Yes.
information is given by Rajveer.
Yes.
Because Rajveer is so much excited. Why? Maybe because he has never seen any tea plantation.
Because he
and
was
that's why
from
he was
Delhi?
Curious. Yes.
This
That
may be also
might
one
be the
reason,
Yes, of
that
course.
he had never visited such a place.
Yes, and that's why he's curious enough, and so he has added so much information, maybe in his mind, and that's why he's discussing that with his friend who's
Yes.
traveling with him. The train pulled out, and also he says tea really is very popular. The
Pranjal
train-
only added, I think. He was
Yes.
not taking much interest because he had already been to this place and he had seen since his childhood all these places.
So that's not surprising to him.
Yes.
The train pulled out of the station, started moving, and Pranjal buried his nose in his detective book again. So through this we come to know that Pranjal is fond of reading.
Yes, and this is showing somewhere that he was not taking much interest in all the beauty of Assam, because the place from where he belongs, he had seen everything so many times that those were no more fascinating
To
him. But for Rajveer, that was such a great excitement. Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories, but at this moment he was keener on looking at the beautiful scenery. He was more interested than reading that detective book. Actually, he also liked that, but right now he didn't want to miss any opportunity to see.
To enjoy the beauty of nature.
Yes.
Right? So he was maybe a nature lover, and that's why he was very much fascinated by the beauty around.
He was enjoying everything.
Yes, and Pranjal was busy reading because he has already seen so much, that greenery. He has been born and brought up in that place where it's so much green,
Yes.
right? Especially Assam, and he knows quite a lot about tea plantations as well, and that's why he's reading his book. So let's see what happens next. It was green everywhere.
Yes, we can feel it.
Yes, and Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before.
Yes, for being from Delhi, it's not possible to see so many plants, so many
Right.
trees and so many greenery there. So he was excited to see all these things. He wanted to see every bit of look. He didn't
Yes.
want to miss anything. Then these soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes. Now what he started to see? Paddy are the rice fields. I think this is the main staple food of
Yes.
Assam.
Yes.
And gave way to tea bushes, and along with those rice fields he could see tea bushes. It was a magnificent view, such a great view it was.
Yes.
He was enjoying it.
Please remember the vocabulary used in the text, which helps us describing a particular place.
Yes.
Magnificent. Extremely beautiful, extremely amazing, right? That's magnificent. So, against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes, that's metaphorical.
Yes.
Metaphor when you compare one thing with the other without using the words like or as.
Yes.
So, here tea bushes are compared with a sea. Because there is a vast stretch of tea plantations.
And it was looking him just like sea water.
Yes, as far
Endless.
as your eyes could see. Till there was tea plantation.
Yes. And as far as the eyes could see, so he could see only the tea bushes and backdrop of densely wooded hills. And along with that, the view, the scenic beauty that was looking there, that there were wooded hills and just there were tea bushes as well.
Right.
So that was really beautiful. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants were tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly row of bushes, busily moved doll-like figure. So how beautiful this has been described.
Yes.
That those tiny plants, tea bushes, were looking like those were being dwarfed. Dwarf means
Yes.
they are made small.
I
Small
think
because of
this
the
picture clearly reflects the sentence.
Yes.
There are large trees here dwarfing the tea bushes.
yes.
So
And those tea bushes, those were in row. You can see here, everywhere. And those were moving like the doll.
also these doll-like figures you can see.
Yes, they were
The
looking so
people.
pretty. They were looking so beautiful.
Yes, they are collecting the tea leaves. That's why it has been called, these are the doll-like figures.
Yes.
Busily moved because they are busy collecting the leaves. The people who are busy collecting so here there is a simile, like has been used here. The women who are collecting the tea leaves are compared with doll. So doll-like figures, and dwarfing these tea bushes are these long trees, as has been discussed here. Sturdy, tall,
Yes.
sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly rows of bushes busily moved doll-like figures.
But beauty always comes with beast, I think. In the distance was
Right.
an ugly building with smoke billowing out of tall chimney. But along with this beautiful green fields, there was a
Tea garden. Hey,
and
a tea garden. Who said? Rajveer cried excitedly. Rajveer was excited right from the beginning.
Yes.
Because he has seen the tea plantation for the first time. And Pranjal, who had been born and brought up on plantation, didn't share Rajveer's excitement.
Actually, he was not excited at all.
He was neutral.
Yeah, Rajveer was excited because for him this was the first time experience.
Yes.
Let's see what happens.
As you were saying, Beauty and the Beast. What's the beast here? An ugly building. Maybe it's a factory where tea leaves are converted into the tea which we receive in the packets.
Yes.
So that's a kind of factory where smoke is coming out from the chimneys, where leaves are burnt to make the tea which we receive in the
So
packets.
somewhere that beautiful scene was being destroyed. The beauty of that was being destroyed because of this thing.
But you know, there are so many tea plantations that existence of this building doesn't matter. Because there's a vast stretch of tea plantation here. Oh, this is a tea country now, he said. Assam has the largest concentration of plantations in the world. You will see enough gardens to last you a lifetime, Pranjal
Actually,
said.
Pranjal was just enjoying that how Rajveer is feeling. He is so excited and Pranjal is just neutral. Whatever he's saying, okay, this has become tea country now. And he said that, okay, just wait. You are going to see.
So many of them. Yeah. And then, I have been reading as much as I could about tea, Rajveer said. No one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. What legends?
Pranjal asked.
Yes.
And he also wanted to know that I am from here. I
And he
belongs
did
to
not
this
know.
place and I don't know about that. So, just tell me about that.
Yes. Well, there is the one about the Chinese emperor
Okay.
who always boiled water before drinking it. One day, what happened? One day, a few leaves of the twigs.
Twigs is a
burning-
small branch?
Yes, twigs is a small branch, and especially here it is of tea. So one day he was boiling that water, and a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water which was being boiled, giving it a delicious flavor, right? And it is said that they were tea leaves.
Okay. This was the way it was being discovered.
Yes.
Otherwise, nobody would have known that these are tea.
So this is about the
plants.
Chinese emperor's legend.
Thanks to
about
him.
Tea, yeah. That we have tea now. Then tell me another.
Scoffed Pranjal. Pranjal actually was making fun of him. He was simply
Right.
enjoying that what he's doing. He has collected so much information.
Yes.
So he also said, okay, tell me next one. We have an Indian legend too. So he said, okay, we are having one more, and that doesn't belong to China, it belongs
Right.
to India.
India.
And Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditation.
Oh my
Such
God.
a funny one.
This doesn't seem to be true. But yes, it's just a story, right? Whether you
it's
believe it
written
or
in
not,
our
it's just a
scriptures.
legend, yeah.
And so Bodhidharma, what he did, he was a Buddhist ascetic. Ascetic is a person who has cut off himself from the worldly pleasure. He is simply moving like
Spirituality, towards spirituality. So
he is
ascetic
moving
is
on
a-
the path of spirituality.
Yes. So he's a spiritual person, a Buddhist monk.
Yes. So what he did, whenever he did meditation, he always felt sleepy. So he found one solution, and that solution was he cut off his eyelids.
Oh
Please
my
don't
God.
do this thing.
Yes.
Nobody
it's so
can
painful,
do.
Yeah.
Nobody can ever imagine to do this thing, but these people were such great that he cut his eyelids. 10 tea leaves plant grew out of the eyelids. This again, I don't know whether we can believe on this or not, but 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids. And the leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, banished sleep.
And that's why they said that drink a cup of tea and get refreshed again.
Yes.
So you
So you
don't
won't
feel sleepy
feel
at all.
sleepy at all.
It
Yes.
banishes sleep because of that legend we have heard just now. Tea was first drunk in China. Now Rajveer added as far back as to 2700 BC. In fact, words such as tea, chai, and chini are from Chinese.
So somewhere we can relate because of these words that
Yeah, of
chai,
course.
chini is China words. That's why we are saying that this belongs to China.
Resembles the word.
Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century and was drunk more as medicine than as beverage.
Even
Actually,
today, it is
yes.
drunk as a medicine. When some people have cough or cold, they prefer to have a cup of tea.
By adding lots of things in that,
yes, like
and
ginger
different
or
spices.
tulsi plant also we have as a
Yes.
herb. which
But
is
earlier
used.
it was used like that.
Yes,
It was not so popular among the houses, but
Yes.
now it's so popular that
it has become a beverage.
people don't want to get up without taking a cup of tea.
Right, right.
It's so popular.
So the train clattered into Mariani Junction. Finally, clatter is a sound made by this train,
Yes.
stopping sound. The train stops somewhere where Mariani Junction. The boys collected their luggage and pushed their way to the crowded platform. Whenever train stops, there is crowd around, right?
There's
for-
rush, lots of, everybody
Yes.
wants to run out.
Yes, either get on or get off the train. So Pranjal's parents were waiting for them.
Them.
Now, as we know, this is a native place of Pranjal, and Pranjal's parents have come to pick them up.
Yes. Soon they were driving towards Dekiabari, the tea garden managed by Pranjal's father. So this is the place.
Dekiabari is
And
important.
it's very important, yes. Dekiabari, you must keep this name in your mind. An hour later, the car veered sharply off the main road. Veered means turn, take a sharp turn. Okay, they crossed a cattle bridge and entered Dekyabari Tea Estate. Finally, they were at their destination.
Yes, and Rajveer is able to see that tea estate personally, being at that place itself,
Yes.
because that tea estate was owned by Pranjal's
Pranjal's father.
father. On both sides of the gravel road, gravel is a kind of sand mixed with pebbles.
Yes.
Gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes. Lot of, tea
Wherever
plantation.
his
that-
eyes could see.
Absolutely. Acre upon acre defines the length of the tea plantation, So tea bushes all neatly pruned. Neatly pruned? Prune
Cut.
means cut, at the same size. So all the plants were of the same size.
Yes.
Neatly, very cleanly. Perfect look was given to tea bushes. So neatly pruned, cut to the same height.
Groups of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their backs, wearing
This one?
plastic aprons.
one,
Yes,
bamboo
this is a
basket?
particular, actually, this basket, this
Yes.
is in a different shape that they have, and they use it for collecting all the
Tea
leaves.
leaves, yeah.
Wearing plastic apron were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. So, only the newly sprouted leaves are being plucked. So they all were doing, they all were busy. And what
Here,
happens?
the word apron refers to the
apron
kind
they
of
wear.
bib,
I
yeah,
think this is for protection or
of their clothes.
yes,
So apron is a kind of protecting cloth which is worn here.
yes.
Many people who work in the kitchen, they also
They
use
also wear apron.
plastic aprons. Okay. Pranjal's father slowed down to allow a tractor. Now we can see that tractor was carrying the leaves from the tea plantation to that factory
Yes.
where it is manufactured, right? So pulling a trailer load of tea leaves to pass,
Pass.
because tractor was carrying a very heavy load of tea leaves, and that's why Pranjal's father gave side to that tractor fellow, right? So pulling a trailer load of tea leaves to pass. This is the second flush or sprouting period. Second flush means the second crop.
Already it has been plucked once, and
Yes.
second time it was ready to pluck.
Yes. So second sprouting period even. Isn't it, Mr. Barua?
Mr. Barwa. See here, Rajveer had so much information.
Yes.
So much information. Even he knew that this is the second flush of sprouting period. So he knew a lot about this one.
Yes, and he's confirming from Mr. Barua. Now, who is Mr. Barua?
Pranjal's father.
Rajveer asked.
It lasts from May to July and yields the best tea. So Pranjal's father said that it remains from May to July, and the produce that we get from it, that is the best one.
Okay.
You seem to have done your homework before coming.
Yeah.
So Mr. Barua was also very
Surprised.
impressed,
Yeah, and
surprised
impressed
and
too.
impressed too that you have homeworked a lot. You just know a lot about it. Pranjal's father said in surprise. He was also surprised. Yes, Mr. Barua, Rajveer admitted. Very excited. He was just feeling so proud that I know a lot about it.
Rajveer admitted that he has gained a lot of knowledge about Assam and tea plantations. But I hope to learn much more while I am here. He thinks that whatever knowledge he has gained from internet or books, he wants to experience all that one-on-one through his
Yes.
own eyes. And that's why he says that my experience will be half if I do not see that thing with my own eyes. And that's why he says, I hope to learn much more while I am
Here.